Evening guys, Dan19792 back again for a quick review on, or not a review as such, just a little explanation video on how I changed my focus clocks to be multicoloured in one of my other videos. So obviously by now you would have dismantled it and you ended up with this circuit. It's your clocks. You don't touch nothing on the other side. This side's what you leave alone. This is the side we need. But before I carry on, quick essentials, you know, for the video. Bam, there it is. Man's got to have my cup of tea while I'm doing this. And I might fire up a little ciggy to have a smoke too. Not that I'm promoting smoking. Fucking dumbest thing I ever done. So anyway, these are your LEDs. Obviously on the clocks you will know roughly what they correspond to. Yeah, so when you turn your ignition on, get the lights to come up, they'll shine up, and take a picture, and then you know roughly where the lights are in these. Or just stick it up like that, so you know. Stick it up against a bit of light. There you go. That's the easier route round it, and you know roughly where everything is, so what colour you want stuff like. So anyway, what you're gonna need is LED strip like this. You can get it off eBay. Don't go for the bigger, I can't remember the numbers, but you normally get numbers like 50 by something or 30 by something. It's to do with the size of the LEDs. Now clearly these LEDs are a little bit too big. This strip's the only strip I've got with smaller LEDs, so that's kind of what I'd have to show, because they match up with a solder join. Now let's set this up a bit. Sorry about the camera action. But my boy broke my tripod and I can't really angle it too well. So, quick description of what you need to be doing, or what you need to be looking at. As you can see, at this point, I've removed something, which was possibly an LED. I'm certain it was. I don't know, I think I moved it to replace one in mine that had blown. Now, if I can get it to zoom properly, or maybe not, it don't seem to want to get the zoom right. But you'll notice that the LEDs have got a pattern to them. These ones you can't really tell on the pattern, but these ones you can see that they've got like, this is better to do it with a bigger one anyway, pardon me. You can see there that there's like two parts of the actual LED itself inside the lens. Now these are directional. As you can see, they all kind of go the same way. So if you, from that angle, you can see that there's a little flat bit of metal there, and then you got the bigger square there. Now on some LEDs, they have like sort of a curved arch. I wish I had a magnifying glass to get on this, but I haven't. So you need to make sure you get, when you take an LED out, always remember that, say for instance these, you can see like a little cross at the bottom. So if you're removing this, the little cross is a smaller part of the LED. So you remove this, and then make sure that you put the LED back in the right way. Now it's a long process. You're removing one LED at a time. Now what you'll do is you'll remove that LED, put the new one in place, then go back to your car with the board, yeah, literally just plug it in into that port there, plug it in, switch your ignition on, and probably your lights, because if you're doing these around here, yeah, they're your rev counter, and the same again, speed dials to a certain point. Oh yeah, look, I removed a couple of LEDs out of there. And then obviously the other LEDs, you got the center ones there, they light up the actual needle. Now you can't change the colour of the needles. Why? Because the needles are actually red plastic with a white backing. So unless you can find different colour needles, you cannot change them. That is how they turn out. It's optic plastic, or whatever they call it, fibre optics. If not, it's just probably just plastic that glows up. But anyway, can't change the colour of them, so it's not worth changing these two that surround the needle. You can if you want, but it don't really make much difference, as I found out when I tried swapping them over for the temperature and your fuel gauge. Now, as I said, work out what lights you want to change. Actually, I could be wrong. These center ones are not, I repeat, not your rev. The rev counter is these darker yellow. They may look different in different models, but these are the ones for your rev counter in your speedo. These ones are for your throttle, your fuel gauge, that light up the actual gauge part of it. And yeah, that's about it. This one here in the center, that's a little flashy red one. I changed mine to green because it looks better. And yeah, so basically that's it. You got one of these is your gear up indicator. I changed mine to blue. Check out the other video of it, you'll find it. What I'm going to do is give a quick demo if I can get the soldering iron hot enough, because I've got a gas iron. Ideally you want an electric one with a nice pointy point, so that you can get right in on the LEDs. Now it's key not to hold it on the LED too much, otherwise you melt the LED. Now it's pretty simple to remove them from the strip. I'll get to that part in just a second while I wait for the soldering iron to heat up, and I'll be back in a sec. Right guys, back again. Here we are. Gas soldering iron, they're alright when you're out on the field, but what you want to do, I wish this thing had zoomed properly. What you need to do is get your soldering gun on the little tab, heat it up, and then just literally bend the LED up, yeah, on these. This is one getting it, then bend it back. Then all you do is get the soldering gun again, go from the other side, it will heat up enough and the LED will pop off. Now, I don't know whether you can see properly, but the LED is all intact and you've still got two little bits of solder on it. Now, to get the LEDs off the circuit, it's the same principle, but they're a little bit more temperamental to take off, so you've got to be a little bit more careful with these. What I generally tend to do It's a bit hard to do while I'm holding the board as well. I tend to get the board sat on something or sat in something where it's supported. Yeah, it don't matter if you ruin these LEDs because they don't matter, because you're changing them anyway. Once, see these, there you go. So that LED's popped off. That's the little LED. You can put these back on, but like I say, you need a bigger tip soldering iron. The tip on the other tip on this is wrecked, so it don't work. Then what you do is, let's change hands. Change my hands a minute. I might get someone to come and hold this camera just to help out. One sec, I'll be back. Right, I'm back again. I'm just waiting for an assisting hand. Here he is. Thank you very much. Now, shut that window so my soldering iron don't go too cold, because it's running out of gas and it's cooling down too quick. Another trick I like to do is cheat a bit with a lighter. Heat up the tip. Little, don't you just love being in control? Just heat up the tip a bit. Blow your side flame out. Now, what you do is you place your LED, as you can see, on your solder. Helps if you don't use something magnetic to try and point at it. Then you pin your LED down, get your soldering gun in, heat up the solder that's already on the board, and your LED will stick. There you go, it's stuck. Same again, hold it down. Obviously this is a bit out of position, but I'm just rushing it just to create some sort of video, and you do both sides. And there's your LED. That's wonky as hell, but I don't really care. Like I say, it's just a demo, just to show you. I ain't gonna go all out perfect, so I'm running out of space on the phone and I'm running out of gas on my soldering iron, and I need to get proper LEDs, so I ain't gonna properly solder them in because they're not, that's just a white LED, it's no good for changing colour. So that's roughly about it, and yeah, that's how you do it. Also, a brief one before I finish up. If you've seen the video of the actual LEDs, you'll notice that my centerpiece, the center display, this little gadget Amondo that gives you your readings of certain stuff, changes colour. Now what I actually done was changed just the 3 outers on each side to green. Or no, I didn't. Tell a lie, that's a lie. I replaced the centre line, I think, with green. I can't actually remember, but mess about with it. I'm pretty sure you'll find a configuration that works for you. I mean, to test it out, just take the actual LCD with the board, put your LEDs that you want, your layout. I think mine is literally green through the middle, and it gives that effect of different angles, it will change colour. So anyway, that's enough for me. That's a long ass video, 14 minutes, and yeah, hope this video helps you out. Don't forget guys, like and subscribe or whatever. I'm not really fussed, like I say, I'm just doing this for helping someone else out. I've been requested for the video, and yeah, there it is. What I will do quickly is give him a shout. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel, but always nice to give someone a shout. Buster Lawrence, 50 minutes ago. So yeah. you know, that's that. Cheers for watching. Take it easy.